You know, it seems to me that any effort to resolve the legal status of the detainees at Guantanamo must at this stage include a discussion of the logic of continuing to keep the facility open. You know, reports emerged in recent months that one of the first things Defense Secretary Gates did upon taking his post was to urge the administration to close the detention facility at Guantanamo and to move the detainees to the United States. Earlier this month, Secretary Gates confirmed in testimony to the House Armed Services Committee that he had pressed for the closing of Guantanamo and that, in his view, proceedings at Guantanamo would lack credibility internationally. Reports also suggest that Secretary Gates was joined by Secretary of State Rice in calling for Guantanamo to close earlier this year. They reportedly argued that the detention center should be moved to make the trials of detainees more credible, and because Guantanamo's continued existence hampered the broader war effort. It is my further understanding that this proposal was reportedly blocked by Attorney General Gonzales and Vice President Cheney for two reasons. First, because they were concerned it would make it harder for them to argue that the detainees have no rights, and second, that it would be a public admission that Guantanamo was a mistake. So here you have a facility that, according to reports, the Secretaries of Defense and State argue is harming the war on terror. State Department and Pentagon officials have elsewhere said, according to reports, that Guantanamo has harmed our relationship with our closest allies and made it more difficult to coordinate efforts in counterterrorism, intelligence, and law enforcement. I think we need to own up to the problem that is Guantanamo, and it goes beyond the very serious questions that have already been considered in this hearing about our treatment of detainees.